I think we're good. Can I fix the... Boom, boom, boom. Bam, now chat should be good. Boom. Let's fix the lighting. And I need to be a bit more... Oh. I need to be a bit more quiet than usual. Because my parents are asleep. But I got... Oh, dude, is this too bright? I got some energy. So let's go, boys. Dude, like, since... I'm not kidding. Since Strickland and Chimaev happened, there's news coming out all the goddamn time. Habib bitching on X. Usman DDP is basically official. Ilya and Ryan Garcia are beefing. Craziness. Of course, McGregor's return, everything. We could actually vote about... Let's see here. Bam. Who you got? Usman or DDP? DDP. Like, dude, it's basically official, so let's talk about it. Jesus, man. Boom. Like, I don't think I'm wrong, am I? Like, really, think about since JDM Prates, since UFC 328, we get news all the goddamn time. Dude. So, we are... What the fuck happened? We are live. Boom. Hello, good sir. Boom. I just posted. Bam. What's up, Ditto? I'm gonna try to speak a little bit lower because my parents are sleeping, but it's fine. You know, I'm trying to be active again on the channel, dude. Fucking video 2 days ago. Yesterday we streamed. Today we streamed. Shorts like every day. Voting. Dude, I'm posting everything right now. Videos, live streams, shorts, voting stuff for those people that want to vote. Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great. I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to have a good time on the channel, boys. So what do you guys want to chat about? There's, yeah, as I said, dude, this happening stuff all the goddamn time. Usman DDP is basically official. Habib is bitching on Twitter, on X. We can get into that if you guys want. Ilya and Ryan Garcia is beefing online. Ryan Garcia is acting like Ilya wouldn't beat his fucking ass. Scott Coker has a new MMA promotion. McGregor Holloway, of course. We can talk about the 329 card. Allen just schooled Costa. Jones and Ngannou. I want to see that. Can Jones get out of his goddamn contract? Tjena, Axel. What's up, dude? I'm trying to speak just a little bit lower because my parents are asleep, but it's good. It's good. What's up, people? Only one guy has voted DDP over Usman. Yeah, it's pretty hard to not pick DDP over Usman, right? Is it anyone in here that has Usman beating DDP? Because I would love to hear why, because I don't see... it's hard, man. It's hard. I'm probably gonna record a video tomorrow, talk about a little bit about the Habib stuff. It's not the biggest news, but Habib is just bitching as usual. Habib Nurmagomedov always bitching online about something. Mr. Crypto Scammer, Mr. Humble. That's Habib. DDP is bigger. Do you think he has a bigger cock? I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably. White versus black. I mean, DDP versus Usman. Is that the fight that's gonna determine the king of Africa? That's what I want to know. Is that the fight to determine the king of... Oh, no. Wait. Sorry, I take that back. DDP Adesanya, that was the fight. And DDP won. So the whites are back ruling Africa. The shithole continent. Based. No, Jesus Christ. I mean, dude, I see it. Let's see here. Actually, I see it everywhere. Usman DDP. That is gonna get announced next week, and I think Usman. Let's see. Du Plessis. Dricus said that he had like an announcement coming for his next fight. I think next week. So many reports are saying Usman and DDP is getting announced next week, and also Usman. I think I don't know if it was on X, but somewhere on social media, Usman posted something about, I don't know if it was a while ago, but something like he's getting. It basically sounded like he was hinting at another belt. So instead of him taking back the welterweight belt, is Usman going for 185? I mean, that would be great for Usman's legacy. Can he get the one? The crazy thing for you guys that don't even know, Usman Strickland already happened back in 2017, so that would be a rematch for the belt. I will. Interesting to see. Interesting to see. Some retards think that Islam Makhachev could move up to welterweight and beat Sean Strickland. Fucking retards. Oh goddamn inbred. Like who the, oh my god, man. Who the fuck, oh dude, come on, man. Who the fuck thinks Islam would beat DDP? Listen, I'm all over the place. Should we stick to one topic maybe? I was just looking here for Usman. No, yeah, I don't know. Everyone is posting about Usman DDP, so it's like if this many sources are posting about, like, it's basically official. I mean, it's about goddamn time. Usman hasn't fought since, I think it was in July when he returned and beat Buckley. DDP hasn't fought in August. How is Chimaev back before DDP? The Chimaev, the Dagestanis, the inbreds, those are the guys that always are inactive. Where the fuck is DDP? It's about damn time that he. I mean, it made all sense in, dude. This again shows what a shithole the UFC is right now with making fights. The most obvious thing was at middleweight we already had Strickland and Chimaev, of course. Then the obvious thing was Imavov versus DDP as a number one contenders fight, great fight, and then you did Caio Borralho versus Brendan Allen, but then they booked, so Brendan Allen beats Rainer de Ridder, Caio beats also Rainer de Ridder. Great performance, looks improved since his Imavov fight. And then instead they booked Brendan Allen versus Edman Shabazian. And now it seems like, listen, I love Usman DDP, so I'm not complaining. But I guess, hopefully that means, I mean, just do the rematch, Imavov and Strickland for the title. That leaves out Caio Borralho. Who should Caio fight? Middleweight. I mean, if Allen want to be active and Allen beats Shabazian, which he probably should, I mean, take him down, sub him. You could do Caio Allen soon if Allen stays active. Otherwise, could they? Oh wait, hey, and isn't this a great fight? Anthony Hernandez versus Caio Borralho. No. Sorry. You do Pyfer versus, dude. Oh, sorry. Imavov versus Sean Strickland for the title. DDP Usman. Caio. What am I saying? Yeah, Caio versus Joe Pyfer. Sick fight. Then you could do like Hernandez versus. Hey, do Hernandez versus Adesanya. Like, who knows what happens? But so many middleweights are moving up to light heavyweight. We have Chimaev, I guess, like, move up to. He can't even make 185. So Chimaev probably going to move up sooner or later. But Rainer de Ridder is moving up. Whittaker is facing Krylov. Paulo Costa is already ranked at light heavyweight. So, yeah. Max being orthodox helps Conor a lot more than people realize. Yeah, I mean, orthodox is what Conor is used to. I don't know if that's. Am I missing something? I don't know if that's a big. Or do you mean that Max is like switching? I don't know. Well, yeah. Listen, I don't think Max and Conor will be. I don't see it being one-sided for Max. I have some thoughts in my mind. Maybe I save something for. I'm planning to record a video tomorrow when I wake up. Talk a bit about Conor and a bit about my thoughts. Try to look at some fight footage. I'm thinking watching a bit of the Cerrone fight for Conor, bit of the Dustin fights, and I have thoughts. So I want to speak about what could happen, what I think will happen, and also, as I said, include some Habib stuff about him crying online as he always does. But yeah, I think, dude, I can spoil some of my thoughts. The best way for Conor, honestly, dude, do what he did to Cerrone immediately. Like if you remember the Cerrone McGregor fight, Conor didn't fill out the fight at all. He immediately, boom, went for the left hand. Cerrone ducked. They went into the clinch, and that's where McGregor, beat the shit out of, use his shoulder to, bam, bam on Cerrone, which of course led to the finish. But I think, dude, be quick. Maybe you can catch Max if you get into the clinch. This is at welterweight. Conor's gonna have probably 10 pounds on Max. Push him up against the cage. If you're not, dude, mix it up. Fuck him up with your shoulder. Use some elbows, some knees to the body. Honestly, use like big part of your energy if you're Conor, and just start to unload against the cage against Max. That could be, honestly, now when I'm thinking about it, immediately left hand, get into the clinch, get up against the cage, start to wear on him against the cage. You could even try to trip. I think Conor's grappling skills is underrated. First of all, surviving against Habib to the 4th round when you're injured and 2 years off MMA, then you're not bad on the ground. Let's just say that. But yeah, okay. Maybe I shouldn't just. I think I could save some of these thoughts and talk to my video tomorrow. I'm from Bayran. Okay, welcome to the channel, man. Subscribe, guys, to Low Blow MMA content every single day. Dude, look at my last few days. Videos, live streams, shorts, voting polls, everything. I'm doing everything. Who else in MMA YouTube is doing everything? Do you think there's a chance Usman does DDP like Hamzat? I think there's a very small. I think Buckley was probably the best matchup for Usman. Like maybe not if you go low in the rankings, but if we just look at the welterweight rankings right now, if we go like from the top 5 and down, Sean Brady. Actually, Usman and Sean Brady would be very interesting. Guys, who do you think would win the striking battle between Brady and Usman? I mean, I would imagine Usman is just getting worse and worse because he's so inactive. He's getting older. Soon he's 40. Brady's in his prime. I mean, Brady's pretty underrated on the feet. Quick, in and out. But that's, of course, he won't take down Brady. I would say Brady's better, better, stronger. When it comes to the grappling, I would say Brady's better like everywhere. Of course, Usman lost to Leon. Do you guys think Usman could beat Leon in a quadrilogy? If they fought like today, 2026, who wins? Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman? I don't know, man. It seems like Leon can't win a fight. So Buckley has he has terrible takedown offense. Not good at all. So very good style for Usman. Fucking Amosov would be a problem for Usman for sure. I would imagine that. Bonfim would probably be a hard fight. Mike Mallet is trash, but who knows? MVP would be a nightmare. Uros Medic, I think, could be terrible for Usman. Maybe Daniel Rodriguez, if I look at the rankings, but I think dude, Buckley is probably the easiest fight for Usman in the rankings. So sorry again, do I think there's a chance Usman does DDP like Hamzat? I think there's a very small chance because, as I said, Buckley just has terrible takedown defense. Usman hasn't wrestled someone and fucked someone up with the wrestling before the Buckley fight since fucking Tyron Woodley. When was that? 7 years ago. Over 7 years ago. Oh, I'm just gonna fix my leg. Jesus Christ. No, but you know what I mean. So Usman, no, dude, you saw in that fight, Usman has no knees. He can't use his legs. Look how Brady, when he takes down Leon Edwards, dude, that shows the wrestling difference. And those two fights were only 2 years apart. Brady versus Leon and Usman versus Leon in the trilogy. Usman could barely do anything in the trilogy with the wrestling. He got him down some, they clinched a lot, pretty boring fight. Brady is, an amazing wrestler. Great on top, good with submissions, decent ground and pound. You just see good takedowns, strong, everything's great. But with Usman, as I said, he has no knees. So when he toppled Buckley over, it looked so stiff. He just had to. It looked like he had to use his back, basically, only back and legs, and just boom, get him down. So good night, Axel. God natt, mannen. Du, tack för att du joinade livestreamen, mannen. Thank you, Axel. Så ska bli kul att se den. Yeah, I'm really gonna try, Axel. I'm really gonna try to record 1 or 2 videos tomorrow. I just dude, my energy levels are so goddamn over the place. I'm taking fucking ADHD medication, so to even have some energy. But dude, my energy levels are up and down, and that's why I never live stream this late. For me, it's midnight here in Sweden. But I got some energy boost now, so let's just go. Let's just do it. I want to grow the channel. We have a great community. Let's just go. So peace, Axel. I'm really gonna try to record, but I can't. 90%. I'm really gonna try. McGregor won't look a day over 55. Dude, that's mean. Come on, dude. Conor is 38 soon, I think. Conor is 38, I think. Yeah, he's turning 38 like 3 days after the fight. Dude, that could be an amazing birthday for Conor. You kidding me? Beating Max and then your birthday is 2-3 days later. Sick, man. We just had a press conference between Usyk and Rico Verhoeven. Is anyone interested about that fight? Rico Verhoeven Usyk for the fucking boxing what is it? WBC, WBA, IBF title, Ring Magazine, all that bullshit. Can Usman do Hamzat to DDP? So we're getting the same question again, huh? But yeah, after going on a fucking rant about Usman, no. Listen, DDP, I know DDP looks awkward in the striking, but he won. I know Sean Strickland was trash version of himself in the rematch. He had a injured shoulder, arm, something like that, and he had staff. But whether you like it or not, DDP beat Sean Strickland in striking twice, 2 fights. It would be so weird if Usman goes out there and Listen, Usman has good fundamentals. He has a good jab for MMA. He has a good 1-2, jab and then boom, good powerful straight. At least he used to have. We didn't see much of his striking against Buckley, and he looked very rusty in the striking against Buckley. He surprised me with the wrestling and takedowns, but that's probably more how bad Buckley is with the grappling. But his striking didn't look there at all, and if he stayed active and fought, 4 or 5 months later, then sure he could have looked more crisp. But now if he's returning in July, it's a year later. He's back on the inactive, so I don't think that would change. So I have a feeling Usman somehow, just with being basic and simple but good at the fundamentals, could use the jab great against DDP, who's so awkward and walking into shots and moves wild. We always say that jabs and straights beats the hook, the looping shots, the overhand, because it's faster to the target. So I don't think it would be dominant either way. I think it would be probably a decent fight, good fight, competitive back and forth. But yeah, I see DDP just as I see DDP as up there as number one, number two best striker currently at middleweight. Maybe that sounds retarded, but he hasn't really lost a single fight when it comes to the striking, really. Like I know he had moments against Darren Till and that, but when he fixed his nose, so he was able to breathe and stuff. He beat Whittaker in the striking. He beat, as I said, Strickland. He went toe to toe with Adesanya in the striking. So yeah, like DDP is up there, and like DDP could move up to light heavyweight and beat top ranked light heavyweight. So I would be surprised if. Would I be surprised if Usman beats DDP? Listen, Usman could win, but I think the problem is with fights nowadays in the UFC, so many fights, like it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It kind of feels like just flip a coin most of the time. Like seriously, not with Strickland Chimaev. I predict I'm gonna brag about this until the day I die. I predicted Sean Strickland to beat Hamzat Chimaev, and he beat Hamzat Chimaev. Proof is on my channel. Just watch the predictions video for 328. So that wasn't a fluke or a big crazy thing for me, because like there was logic behind it. But yeah, DDP should beat Usman. Will he beat Usman? I don't know. He should. I would say he's a better striker overall with the high kicks, the leg kicks, the body kicks, the awkward boxing. When it comes to the wrestling, like I could so see Usman definitely get. I probably will guarantee that Usman will get down DDP at least once. But DDP will get up pretty quick. Could DDP take down Usman? I don't know. I for some reason I feel like it's more likely that Usman will take down DDP, but DDP would do better in the striking. But I don't know. Like I'm not counting out Usman. Who knows? The thing is nowadays with MMA, especially when we see people so rarely. Like most people aren't active nowadays. I hate it. That's why we have such shit cards. But yeah, because so many people aren't active, they're so inactive. Like it feels like there's different versions of fighters showing up every fight. Like okay, one fighter is shit, so the next fight you predict them to lose because they look shit. But then they turn up and look better than they have done in years. So you're like, okay, he's back on track, and then he wins another one. Okay, dude, this guy is going for the title shot, and then in the next fight he looks trash again. And I know how you look, of course, is impacted by the guy you're facing. There's always stuff happening outside the cage. mental stuff, injuries, wear and tear, all that good stuff, or bad stuff. But yeah, it's so random nowadays. So random. DDP versus Imavov should been happening, and Usman can go to MVP. I guess you don't mean Michael Venom Page. I guess you mean the Netflix stuff. I think you mean, huh? Yeah, I mean Usman could be the champ there. It would be cool. Dude, Usman could beat up Nate Diaz. Speaking about Nate Diaz, hot take: Jake Paul would beat the absolute dog shit out of Nate Diaz in MMA. I would bet my house on it. If you saw Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, I know people love Nate Diaz. I don't give a fuck about him. He has been a punching bag for most of his career. But yeah, Jake would beat the absolute dog shit out of Nate Diaz. I could promise you that. And subscribe to Low Blow MMA if you hate the Dagestanis and you love Ilia Topuria. And who was we? And Conor McGregor. Yeah. And fuck women's MMA. Anyway, I agree. Dude, yeah, dude, listen. We could have had easy DDP versus Imavov in fucking February, March or something. And then, like, honestly, whether DDP would have lost or not, he could have fought Usman now in, like, July. Like, dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna say it again. UFC fighters and MMA fighters overall, but UFC fighters are so goddamn fucking overpaid. Please prove me wrong. When they were paid less, they were fighting more. Conor McGregor got the money, especially the Floyd Mayweather money. We barely see him anymore. Dustin Poirier fought 2 to 3 times every goddamn year. Then we get to 2021. He gets 2 massive paychecks from main eventing twice against Conor. Then he main events against Oliveira for the title. They did like 500k pay-per-view buys. So he did amazing money-wise in 2021. And after 2021, Dustin went from 2 to 3 times a year to once in 2022. Took a complete year off. Once in 2023. And then twice in 2024. Once in 2025. Perfect example. Even Kevin Holland, whether you like him or not, like Mr. Active used to be so active. He actually was active last year, but still, like, dude, everyone, you can see it. Morally, it sounds good to say, like Ariel Helwani says all the goddamn time, fighters are underpaid. Fighters should be paid more. But what is best for us fans? Like, guys, what do you care about more? Being nice to the fighters, or what's actually good for you as a fan? What matters more? And before we even answer that, why should we care about the fighters when the fighters don't give a fuck about us? Not only don't give a fuck about us, but most fighters look down on MMA fans and UFC fans. I'm not making that up. How many times have we seen MMA fighters, former MMA fighters, current MMA fighters, talking interviews, post-fight press conferences, streams, whatever, podcasts, about, oh, you know, MMA fans, oh, they are so stupid, or they don't know anything, or like, the list would never stop if I had to mention or try to remember every single time MMA fighters are disrespecting the fans. So why? Listen, I love MMA. I love the UFC. I have many favorite fighters. I love Whittaker. I love Ilya. I love Conor. You know, yeah. And I mean, most fighters I don't mind. I know I hate some fighters. You know, some fighters just boring or just look disgusting, whatever. But like most fighters, I don't think I don't mind them. They are fine. But so it's not like a wish. Listen, if we could have active fighters and great stacked cards, and the fighters were paid amazingly, fantastic. But that's not reality. Are you from Sweden? I think there's a big migration of inbred from Gaza. Yes, I live in Sweden, and we have had a big immigration problem, big for I don't know, since like the 2000s or something. I know there was a big wave from the Middle East around 2010, I think. Um, but yeah, like, dude, name one European country who has taken in a enormous amount of immigrants from Middle East, Africa, who who has benefited from that. Like, dude, people just come here, they take the tax man, they take the tax money. Um, the women just sit at home. Some of the men even sit at home. They have like 7 kids, get extra money for every kid, commit crime. They, get out of jail super quickly if they even go to jail. Um, gang crimes, shootings, apartments getting burnt down. It's trash, but it's not. Listen, I don't leave my house much, so I don't see much, and I also live in like a safer, more chill area. I live in the same house now that I grew up in. I'm born at 2000, so yeah, I'm. I wouldn't say I'm in a rich neighborhood, but a bit more wealthy, definitely, than many other places in my city. But yeah, I don't like to talk about this stuff. You only get depressed. It's much more fun and easier to talk about and live in the MMA world, the MMA bubble, and just don't focus on the negative stuff. I even try to more and more. I barely look at politics or Trump or listen. I don't follow at all Trump, Epstein stuff. Um, yeah, I haven't listen. I see people. I know like a part of the Epstein list got released. I what is it called? I know people now are calling Trump a pedophile, but I don't. From what I've seen, I don't even think there's any proof of Trump being a PDF file. But yeah, I try to know. I don't know how about you guys, but I just get fucking depressed paying attention to how the West is just hating itself and want to ruin itself. Um, no one can look down upon low blow. Uh, I what's even your name? Aisha? Aisha Naga? Aisha Niga? I don't even know what you mean. Is that a compliment? If so, thank you very much. Max is going to smoke him like a British, yeah? Yeah, you do nothing. You do nothing. Where's Noah? Where's Noah? Why don't you drink? Why don't you drink? This guy take care of people. When I put them down, they don't fucking move. Shut the fuck up. No. Oh, I'm fucking retarded. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? Oh my god. Yeah. Listen, yeah, Max. I mean, that's a reasonable thing to say, right? That's reasonable. I'm definitely a Conor fanboy. I'm definitely biased, but I think, dude, like, I don't think it's gonna be one-sided. I think Conor. Listen, I can promise you guys one thing. I can promise you one thing, and this is coming from like another ginger to another ginger in Conor McGregor. I mean, Conor's ginger, isn't he? That Conor would not return if he was washed. Like Conor Conor obviously doesn't need the money. He's not returning for money. He wouldn't be returning if he didn't feel like, listen, maybe I'm not fucking 2016 UFC 205 McGregor anymore, but I still feel good. I move well. I'm fast. I still can beat many of the top guys. I'm gonna get back in there for a last run. Try to beat some guys, settle some scores, go for the title. Let's see what happens. Maybe he's looking at the welterweight title and trying to be the GOAT. There's many people. If McGregor's trying to go for a free division, we have Pereira trying to go for free division. Ilya wants to be free division champ, right? Of course, Hamzat Chimaev. Hamzat Chimaev lost. Hamzat Chimaev has been talking about becoming the first free division champ since he entered the UFC. That went well, buddy. 0 defenses, buddy. Yeah. I think there are migration from 2022, except Hungary inbred spread like COVID. Yes, it did. I have a friend from Sweden, and he said they vandalize things. Yeah, they are just a cancer to society. Parasites, you could call them. Absolutely, yeah. But we for the majority of the last 40 years in Sweden, if I think I'm pretty correct here, for the majority of the time, like 30 plus years of the last 40 years in Sweden, the left has been in power, and the left loves to bring in immigrants, criminals, terrorists, parasites. Fortunately, the right took over power again in 2022. So this year is election again in Sweden. Hopefully, the problem is when a country with immigration has been mismanaged for 15, 20 years, then it takes many, many years to really see a noticeable change, like things getting done. So it definitely takes more than 4 years. So hopefully the right gets voted back again, so they get 8 full years, and then things can probably, like, in Sweden it takes such a long time for things to change. To get new laws, of course. They are talking about re-immigration, basically sending people out. It should be easy, but it's not. I know the leftists are just voting against everything. We will see what happens, but it's shit. It's sad. The left-lib world is very angry on Epstein stuff, fairly so. But they have no problem with this happening legally in Middle East. Yeah, exactly, exactly. People are shitting on Epstein, but they have no problem. They refuse to criticize the Middle East, the Muslims, 100%, 100%. And listen, I'm not defending Epstein, of course not. As I said, I haven't. I don't follow that stuff much. So like I don't really care about it. I try to just focus on MMA and stuff that, like, you just get depressed looking at politics all the time. Epstein, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Usman can punish Dricus for goofiness, but ultimately Dricus will win. He's uncrowned champ of middleweight. Inbred gourmet Chechen is his only kryptonite. Yeah, DDP had a goddamn trash performance against Chimaev. You know what I'm gonna do? As soon as Strickland beats Chimaev, I've never seen so many goddamn fucking excuses for someone who lost than for Chimaev. He got robbed. The weight cut messed him up. Oh, he was supposed to move up to 205. So that's why he was up to 230 as the middleweight champ. That's why he had a bad weight cut. Oh, didn't you see that this happened and this happened? Like, dude, you know what? I heard from a secret source that DDP had a torn ACL. Actually, both DDP's knees was trash for the Chimaev fight. ACL in one knee, MCL gone in the other knee. His shoulder would have been... Dude, the weight cut for DDP last year against Chimaev. Oof. Worst we've ever seen. Worst we've ever seen. A rematch. Then you would have seen what happened in a rematch. Like, we can keep the same goddamn energy. But listen, I didn't bitch and make... I don't think I'm... You can go back. I even did a video being salty and trashing Chimaev and like the Muslim boring wrestling style. I think I did a video about it after Chimaev beat DDP. But I don't remember making like excuses. Like, what excuses were it to make? I was like, okay, yeah, he lost. Okay. Chimaev beat him. Like when Ankalaev beat Pereira. Yes, obviously Pereira looked worse than he usually did. But I didn't make many excuses. I thought it sucked. It was terrible. But yeah, okay, Ankalaev beat him. It sucks, but that's the case. Pereira's probably going to lose the rematch. But he didn't. He won, and I'm so happy he did. But listen, you just see the difference. You just see the difference. Listen, it sucks when the inbreds just in the most boring ways, decision all the time, beat your favorites or people you like. But as soon as one of theirs lost, Chimaev, then they go absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy. Fucking hell. But listen, I agree. Listen, I think Usman can definitely punish Dricus for the goofiness. And as I said, keep it simple. Usman has good basics, good jab, good straight. It seems like it's going to be a 5-round main event of a fight night. So maybe Usman could especially pick it up in the championship rounds. Who knows? We will see. What about Jiri versus Costa? Do you think Jiri fight like before or reinvent his style, which can help his Benil Dariush chin? I don't know. Like, I see people saying that. Does Jiri Prochazka does he have a bad chin? Like, I don't like he got finished twice by Alex Pereira. That doesn't mean you have a bad chin at all. Dude, he took big shots from Jamal Hill. He took fucking bombs for 2 rounds. Got fucked up by Khalil. Got beaten up in the first round against Rakic. Like, we have seen him take... I know Reyes, crazy enough, KO'd him. I don't remember if it was a up kick or a like punch, but Reyes like hit him with something from the bottom, and like for a split moment KO'd Jiri. I even think Jiri admitted it, and Reyes has mentioned it. So the thing is, Jiri just reinvented his style. Don't you guys remember after he lost the rematch, got head kicked by Pereira, he returned against Jamal Hill, and dude, he was boom head. We had never seen head movement for Jiri. We always saw the weird style moving, but against Jamal Hill, boom boom, slip shot after shot, countered. Like, Jiri completely reinvented himself against Jamal Hill, and then of course beat Khalil. Right? Yes, Khalil. Yeah. So I don't know if there's much reinvention to do for Jiri. Like, Jiri had a win on a silver platter, and he fucked it up. Dude, he had a guy on one leg with a torn ACL or whatever it was, and he fucked it up. He showed mercy. It's simple. He put down his hands. He was like, come on. You saw the frustration on Yuri's face. He did like 3 times before they finished. Come on, hey, come on. And he tried to like amp Alberg up, like such a retarded move. But so you want to see Mr. Kumar? You want to see Yuri versus Paulo Costa, huh? I mean, dude, that's a sick fight, Paulo Costa versus Yuri Pasca. What should happen is Paulo Costa is the most deserving at the moment to fight for the interim belt at light heavyweight. Of course, it would be huge if Chimaev moved up and they did Costa versus Chimaev for the interim belt. But if you guys want, I actually went through this quick yesterday when we streamed. I could do it again if I even remember. But I have a kind of perfect way here to set up the light heavyweight division. So Alberg is out injured. You do Ankalaev and Costa for the interim title. Who the fuck did I have for Yuri Prochazka? Oh, I think I had Ankalaev Costa for the interim belt. Sick. Yuri versus Khamzat Chimaev. Huge fight. Love that fight. Then Alex is at heavyweight. Jan is injured. Then I did, because we have Krylov versus Whittaker. And we have Rainer the Ridder moving up. So I think I did... Okay, this is what I think I did. Ankalaev Costa for the interim belt. Yuri versus Chimaev. Then I think I did Khalil versus Dominic Reyes. Sick. Then we do Jamal Hill. I think Jamal Hill versus Bogdan Guskov. I think that was what I did. Of course, Krylov is fighting Whittaker, who's moving up. Rakic, I think, is moving to heavyweight. I think he already maybe even has a fight. Menifil, I think, is fighting Xiang Ming Yang. So the people that are left then is number 8 and 9, Azamat Murzakanov and Volkan Ozdemir. And with that, you could do... I mean, Azamat versus... Ooh. Wait, is Volkan Ozdemir on a win streak? I mean, Azamat versus Reynard Ridder would be really good. Or you do Ozdemir versus Reynard Ridder, and Azamat can take some time off and then face Jan Blachowicz when he returns, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But so there you have like most of the fights for 205. But Mr. Kumar, Yuri and Costa would be great. But I think that fight that makes most sense for the interim belt is Costa and Ankalaev. I thought about Costa versus either Ankalaev or Yuri. That makes sense for the interim belt. But Yuri, let's think about it. He just fucked up his title shot. He's 1-3 in title fights, I believe. Ankalaev was the champ in his last fight. Ankalaev is not serving for a title shot also, but the problem is if you look at the top at light heavyweight, Costa is the only one with a fucking win. Ankalaev just lost. Yuri just lost. Blachowicz is injured and he's coming off a draw, and he hasn't won in 4 years. Khalil just lost. Jamal Hill just lost. Azamat Murzakanov just lost. Like, do you hear? Everyone just lost. Like, Paulo Costa versus someone at the top. Volkan Ozdemir. I don't really remember his... You know, I know he knocked out Walker. He lost to Alberg. Okay, yeah. Volkan hasn't been active at all. Not active at all. He, of course, got back on track. submitted, great, dude. I believe he submitted Bogdan Guskov in Guskov's debut, so that win aged great. Then he KO'd Johnny Walker, but then he took a year off from November 24 to November 25. Lost to Alberg, then beat Manyfield, so we haven't seen Volkan Ozdemir since November on the Sarukian Hooker card. Jesus, man. Also, subscribe to Low Blow MMA. Content every day. If you hate the Dagestanis, if you love Ilya and Conor, this is the channel for you, boys. Content every day. Anyone here that's a Avatar The Last Airbender fan? They just, I haven't even seen it. Don't spoil it, but 8 hours ago they posted a trailer for season 2, live action. I definitely need to check that out. And I'm gonna catch up with your comments. I don't know how many. Okay, sorry guys. Now we're gonna read everything. Do you think they will do Strickland Chimaev 2? Dude, I've been going back and forth. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's not deserving. Strickland clearly won. Hamzat had no defenses and he clearly missed weight. So the only logical reason they would do the fight again is because they want Chimaev as champ, and it's two big names. It's still a big fight, I would imagine. Do I think they will? Honestly, it's fucking hard to call because Chimaev told Dana right after the fight, I'm moving to 205. Then Chimaev bitched online, giving all the excuses, or like his brother gave a lot of excuses. I covered that in one of my latest videos. And he was demanding a fucking rematch in Abu Dhabi because Chimaev knows that he can't beat Strickland, so he wants to go to Abu Dhabi where the judges will be on his fucking side. He already had a stupid retard judge on his side that gave the fight to him. A split decision against Strickland. That's why he want to go to Abu Dhabi, because they would, I would be like 60% sure that they would like rob Strickland if it's a similar fight. Competitive, but still clear Strickland win. Like, dude, they would so rob. They would so rob Strickland. Like, can't you guys see that in Abu Dhabi? We have already seen shady stuff in Abu Dhabi, like, yeah. Fucking Habib in his last fight against Gaethje not making weight. Yeah. But it's hard. I will say, dude, for me, it's a fucking coin toss. I have no idea, but if I had to guess, I would say no. Listen, we wondered if they would do Imavov and DDP. But now I would guess, like, it seems like they will do Usman versus DDP. Winners probably fighting for the belt. And I guess probably before the end of the year, I would hope they do Strickland Imavov, the rematch for the belt. Like, what other fight is there to do? And Chimaev moves up to light heavyweight. I could absolutely see them doing the Paulo Costa fight immediately. Chimaev doesn't deserve the fight, but I could have. That's a very realistic fight. Or if Hamza Chimaev doesn't get the Paulo Costa fight, I would be surprised if they don't, as usual, give him, try to get him, they have never given Hamzat, Hamzat has never had to work his way up a division. He went from like number 15, Li Jingliang, if he even was ranked, to fucking number like 3 in the world, Gilbert Burns. Then he went to middleweight. The first middleweight he faces, number 2, number 3, whatever it was, Robert Whittaker. Like, he has never had to work for. Like, he's so privileged, such a fucking inbred bitch. Also. But if not Costa 205, they wouldn't. Khalil and him train together. Jan is injured. I could see them give him Jan Blachowicz. as an easy win. Maybe they see it as that. If Jan returns like by the end of the year from injury, but otherwise, Jiri Prohaska versus Chimaev is probably maybe the most likely fight if he doesn't fight Costa. Dude, I have so many fucking porn tabs open. Sorry, my fucking eye. Anyway, sorry. Dude, okay, now I'm gonna fucking try to be quick. Listen, I'm so happy you guys are typing, and I also try to show respect with actually thinking and try to give a good answer and not being, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm not the fastest thinker, and English is not my it's not my first language. So yeah, this is. But no, I don't think that's the fight next. Do you know about Kimbo Slice? He surely be face of BKFC if alive. Very good take. I know about Kimbo Slice. I know about Kimbo. Yeah, dude, he will probably be great in BKFC. Absolutely. I mean, at this point, Mike Perry, I would imagine Mike Perry would still be the face of BKFC just because, like, how old would Kimbo be in 2026? 60 something? I don't know, or 50 something? I don't know how old he died 10 years ago. Almost exactly 10 years ago. June 6th, 2016. He was 42. Yeah, he would be 52 now. Yeah, him or Mike Perry would yeah, good take, man. I hadn't even been thinking about that, but that would be perfect for Kimbo because he had no grappling. What's up, bro? You seeing MMA, Joey? Dude, I don't watch MMA, Joey. What the fuck is this? I saw that MMA, Joey. Like, guys, like and subscribe if you agree that MMA Joey is a retarded, fat piece of shit that doesn't know anything, and he, he only tries to have like the opposite opinion of guys like Guru and yeah, mostly me also. Basically the correct, sensible logic takes. He can't get good views with having just logical takes, so he has to go all the way to the other side and just be retarded and get some views from that. Like, fuck, dude. Every time I see something about him, he always has like the opposite opinion of what I have. Like, what the fuck? Like, always defends the inbreds, call the Strickland Shimai fight rigged. I don't know what. I mean, he's so biased. Like, dude. Sometimes it's hard for me to not be biased, but I can watch a fight with someone I like and have to swallow my pride and be like, I fucking hate it, but yes, my guy lost. But he's just a fat retard. Whereabouts from Sweden are you? I try to, keep my. I try to, not talk much, where you live and stuff, because, like, it doesn't matter if I fucking become big on YouTube in 4 years or whenever. There's always crazy people trying to. Dude, my name is out there. Like, I use this different social media: Snapchat, Facebook, Insta, X, fucking TikTok. To promote my channel. So yeah, let's move past from that. But yeah. Bro, people say Hendo right hand hit hard, or Francis or Alex for left hand. But I think Shane Carwin in first round hit hard, but that 265 limit drain cardio. UFC have to make custom glove. So, what did a custom glove have to do with people's power? Anyway, I know Trevor Whitman has an amazing glove that, like, everyone praises. Fighters praise them. Rogan has praised them. Just that the UFC wanted to own the glove, so they didn't. And Trevor Whitman, I don't think wanted to sell the glove, but apparently has a much better glove that, like, automatically kind of has your hand in a, instead of having it, natural like this with a glove on, it's more, bent. So your hands are more naturally like this when you're relaxed, which leads to much less eye pokes. But the thing that's crazy, I don't know if you guys know it, but fighters have described the UFC gloves as, you really have to like squeeze and focus to make sure your hands are more bent, because naturally the material of the gloves or whatever keep your hands more like this, so that the fingers are out. So naturally, if you move forward, and depending on your style, how you have your hands and stuff, but UFC gloves just make it easier and more accidental to eye poke. I know fighters like Demetrius Johnson, I think, said that he has never eye poked anyone. I don't know if that's true, but if Demetrius Johnson has eye poked, he probably has done it fucking once or twice in his entire career or something. I'm just sitting up and trying to fix my cock. Wait. So, of course, it's not only the gloves, obviously, because some fighters like Cyril Gane foul all the time. We have other people that finger poke, eye poke all the time. Of course, Jones is the biggest offender, but the gloves definitely doesn't help, and of course, it happens accidentally sometimes. So yes, the UFC should definitely switch gloves to something similar to do their own version of the Trevor Whitman glove. Absolutely. If you want my opinion on who's more powerful or whatever, Dan Henderson was powerful as fuck, but the thing is, he was basically a middleweight. I know he knocked out past his prime Fedor, but Fedor also he wasn't I wouldn't call Fedor a modern, top heavyweight, like a Ngannou, Aspinall, Gane. Fedor always had a lot of fat on him. Could easily have been a light heavyweight, if not even a 185er. So that Fedor KO, but dude, that Henderson had great power. Sometimes I even think we overrate Ngannou's knockout power, just because most of his finishes isn't flatline KOs. Correct me if I'm wrong with any of these fights, but the first Blades fight with Ngannou ended with Blades' eye being swollen, or a swollen shot. Then the rematch with Blades was a TKO. Let's see. Of course, I don't think he flatlined Arlovsky. Of course, he flatlined Overeem with one of the greatest KOs, of course. But then he didn't flatline Kane. I don't think he flatlined JDS. Yeah, sure, he flatlined Roycenstruik and he flatlined Stipe. He did. But you know what I mean? We're talking about, I know, of course, Ngannou is a knockout artist, but if we actually look at his career, it's not like he just flatlined everybody. Blades, 2 fights, didn't flatline him. I'm pretty sure he TKO'd JDS and Kane. TKO'd Arlovsky, I think. You know what I'm saying. But Shane Carwin was a beast. Such a sick fucking comeback from Brock. DDP eats Usman. Yeah, DDP should definitely beat the shit out of Usman, and I would pick him to win. I respect your matchmaking, thank you, but Ank and Jerry have real rivalry, and Paulo and Gourmet Chechen. Gourmet. How do I pronounce it? Gourmet Chechen. And by putting Ank and Costa, you nullify the rivalry and real bad blood. Okay, listen, I wouldn't hate, dude. Chimaev Costa sick. Love that fight, and I love Yuri versus Ank. So I'm not complaining. But the question is then, which of the two fights should be for the interim title? Or should they not do the interim title at all and just make fights at the top? Like I said, Khalil, Reyes, get the Ridder in there, Whittaker's in the mix, just make fights happen, because now everyone is coming off losses. So who cares? Just make fights happen, and if Alberg is back by the first 4 months or something of next year, then probably one of the winners of these fights fights him. Or if they can actually stay active for once, have two of the winners fight each other, and the winner fights Alberg. That would be sick. But I'm not complaining. You look a bit like the old Conor. Oh, dude, I'll take that. Conor was cool, man. Do I look like Conor? Guys, I actually fought for either Halloween, so in October, or I need to fucking stream the White House card. I'm gonna be tired because I live in Sweden. It will be in the middle of the night, but I probably need to fucking stream the. Or did I say White House card? I should have streamed the White House card also, but I'm talking about the McGregor card. Should I maybe try to dress up like Conor a bit, have a fucking Irish flag over my shoulder or something. I could try to get my hair and beard as close to as possible as UFC 205 McGregor. Take my hair and okay, we can actually take away. How are more of you guys voting on Usman over DDP? I mean, I'm not hating it, but how? What? Why can't I delete the voting shit? It won't delete. Why can't I delete the voting? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Dude, UFC 205 Conor. I can, even now, my hair is pretty close, isn't it? I can, slick it. I'm gonna look up Conor. And then I can get my, facial hair closer. And then I get, Irish flag. Let's actually see. Conor. Or I could do Conor's look from his latest fight. Or listen, I could shave the head. And I could shave the head. And, not completely shaved. But the Diaz fights, stub hair or whatever. UFC 205, Conor McGregor. Okay, I'm gonna say hair. Oh, you want motherfucker? Oh, okay, it's much shorter than mine, right? But listen, I could get this look. I've kind of had this look before, like this. Okay, this is the. Okay, this is the Diaz rematch. But still, I could, I get a pretty good beard. And I could just shorten the hair. Or we do. There's porn, by the way. But I could get some, my beard could grow, pretty much. And I could. Just for fun. Either for Halloween or for. Yeah. And as you see here, have buy a Irish flag. That would be fun. I don't know. The biggest Conor fanboy. That would be pretty fun, actually. So, yeah. I mean, buying a fucking Irish flag can't be that expensive. But you see, with my hair, if I just short, this must remind you guys a bit of 205, maybe, Conor? I met Conor in Dublin 3 weeks ago. Seriously? That's so fucking cool. What the fuck? Really, really cool guy. Super nice, surprisingly. Is that surprisingly? I mean, I feel like Conor seems like a cool guy. He was in great condition, training hard. I believe you. I believe you. Dude, that's amazing, dude. You met Conor. Did you have a chat with him, or was it like? Well, are you Irish? Do you live in Dublin? Because I would imagine when Conor is just out with, if he's in a club or bar or out on the street. I mean, I would imagine he gets walked up on by fans wanting to chat, take pictures and stuff all the time. So yeah, like, is he just a guy that walks around in Dublin and are super friendly to everyone, or like, yeah? Inbred Green, shut up, Jurkin inbreed. Okay. You have and eye socket and eyebrow like Dricus and mustache like Strickland. Dude, I hated Strickland's look with the mustache. You have eye. Yeah, listen, I can take it that I look more like Dricus. I don't know, man. Listen, right now, listen, when you get older, you kind of, you see what kind of hair you have, and how good your beard will grow and everything. And most people sooner or later find, the style with facial hair and yeah, how you do your hair, what looks best. And for me, like, this is basically, yeah, I recently like last week went to the hairdresser. So like now my hair, this is like probably the best, like, this is basically the hairstyle that fits best on me. It gets very thick and annoying, so it's good with short on the sides, a bit longer up there, mustache, some facial hair. Yeah, this decent. What's my battery look like? Okay. Like Strickland in second fight against Dricus. Yes, thank you. Bro, by saying they have to make custom glove means he. Means. Oh, do you mean Shane Carwin? I know Brock needed custom gloves, but did Shane Carwin also? I mean, yeah, that's badass. That's badass. I know Brock Lesnar needed custom gloves, but I didn't hear about Shane. For Shane Carwin, yeah. Okay, now I'm at the bottom. Now I've read everything. Jesus, man. Jesus. Let's see if any big news has happened on X. Maybe. Oh, for fuck's sake. Guys, now Whittaker is even giving excuses for Chimaev. I love Whittaker. I don't want to see this. Come on. Is there something Chimaev's seeing in there with Strickland different to what people watching from the outside are seeing? That is not the version of Chimaev that fought me. That's not the version of Chimaev that fought Dricus. Shut the fuck up. Oh. I love Whittaker, but dude, Chimaev moved the fucking same in round 1 against Whittaker like he did against Strickland. Shot, quick, got him down. Dude, moved on his back, on top. He got up, pulled him down, move. Whittaker moved good, Strickland moved good. And Chimaev had to move with them. Got on Whittaker's back, got on Strickland's back. Strickland did better with moving and defending. Whittaker didn't. And listen, Whittaker has had a bad jaw problems or something since he was like 19. and that was part of why it broke and why he had to tap immediately. So I think it would have been really interesting, especially after watching the Strickland fight, if Whittaker just were better with not getting in that exact squeeze situation, or just didn't have a fucked up jaw and could, chill a bit like Strickland. Listen, Chimaev squeezed similar on Strickland's face, but it didn't, choke him. So he just stayed calm. And Whittaker could have done the same thing, but of course he couldn't because his jaw was fucked. But look, round 1 Strickland, round 1 Whittaker. Like, it was the same Chimaev. Just that Chimaev finished Whittaker. And he didn't finish Strickland. And Strickland continued to make him work. And Chimaev had wasted so much energy in the first round. He was so confident he would finish Strickland, and he didn't. And they went into the second round, and he didn't expect the second round, and yeah, it went downhill from there. So that, I hate that from Whittaker. Come on, how is it that me and other YouTube creators think more logically about fights like this than the fighters themselves? I know the fighters want to make themselves look better so they cope and stuff, but I hate it. Whittaker is in the dude. I fucking hate. Why the fuck is Whittaker? Speaking about Whittaker, yes. Why is he in the prelims? Oh, why is he on the prelims? I know they wanna do the Bo Nickel thing again. Wrestling prospect Gabriel Stevenson. So okay, but dude, listen. Sandhagen versus Batista. There's a good chance that's just a boring stingfest. It just is. Put that fight on the prelims as the main event of the prelims. Sandhagen Batista, and do Gabriel Stevenson debut. Then you have Loney Kavanagh versus Brandon Royval, sick fight. Whittaker Krylov, Paddy Benoit Saint-Denis, McGregor Holloway, amazing. Why is that on the prelims? I think it's so disrespectful, and I fucking hate it. I'm from Malta and went to California because of inbred increase, and I'll train in Hendo Gym. Oh, do you train? Are you a fighter, amateur, pro, or do you just train because it's fun? Wait, so do you see Benson Henderson? No, not Dan Henderson. Do you see Dan Henderson regularly? That's amazing. What the fuck? Oh, are there many Muslims and immigrants in Malta? That sucks, man. But also in the gym there are a lot of inbred daggy guys, yeah. And in California there are a lot of homo. Yeah, isn't LA California is gay as fuck? So yeah, I guess it depends on what you prefer or hate the least, the Muslims or the gays. I mean, I think I prefer like. Of course, listen. I have a friend, a girl, that's a Muslim, and I love her. She's great person, but she doesn't follow at all strictly the religions. I don't know how much you could call her technically, but still, so it's not like I hate every Muslim or every gay. But if I had to, choose generally, I'd probably maybe like the gays more. I don't know. I trained to fight against the pack of husky daggy guy. Okay, so do you like train to defend yourself if you get attacked or something? I'm still here. I'm just gonna see if there any more news that has popped up. Themba Gorimbo retires. No one cares. Whittaker copes. I hate that. Oh, Whittaker, for fuck's sake, man. Why? Whittaker, come on. I hate it. Whittaker, stop. Stop.
Makes like Chimaev is seeing something vastly different.
For fuck's sake. Anyway, guys, let's see. Mayweather. What is reportedly had a baby with a dancer at his Vegas strip. Hey, Floyd Mayweather reportedly had a baby with a dancer in his Vegas strip club. He's been ordered to pay $1 million in back charges. Dude, Floyd Mayweather is so broke. He has money going out everywhere, man. Fucking loser. I wonder if I have more money than Floyd Mayweather by this point. Jesus. Let's see. Pereira doing stuff. Okay, no, that's it. No? I know that. Okay, now I'm back. Jesus, man. Okay, I thought you typed some. Okay. Bro, how much will you rate Alice Pereira on looks on a scale? I'm in talking cage with her. I met her when she is in fight camp for the knee KO. I guess I have to Google her. Wait, so you're not talking about Alex Pereira's sister? Alice, is that how you spell it? Pereira? Oh, she's in the UFC. On the pictures I see, she looks okay. Okay, she got some hips on her. That's good. I like brown chicks, so that's good. Yeah, dude. Listen. I know my accent is thick as fuck. I've been good at I can talk fluently. I can speak. I don't stammer. So yeah, I can speak, have some fun, but yeah, I know my dialect, my accent is. Jeez, I try to fucking. I think it's worse when I'm tired. But yeah, listen. Here is on this picture. I mean, she's cute. Like she's not ugly. Like I don't know how she looks in person, but she's okay. Like okay. I don't know if she's your friend or something, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would probably hit. She seems to have a decent body, good hips. What the fuck is Lucas Tracy posting? Max Holloway is going to make it look easy against Conor McGregor. Dude, Lucas Tracy is fucking posting predictions like a month, 2 months before every fight. Jesus, man. Calm down, guy. Fucking weirdo, man. Doesn't he have anything else to talk about? Anything else, maybe? No? Okay. Oh, we streamed for almost 90 minutes, yeah. You have thick accent like Brazilian guy, like Paulo Costa, like. Okay, that's bullshit as fuck. Are you kidding me? Dude, the Brazilians in MMA have almost no English. Dude, I still can speak fluent. Like, guys, you understand what I'm saying? I know I have a thick accent, but listen, Paulo Costa sounds like, yeah, man. Yeah, man, fuck you, man. Like you barely understand. The Brazilians have such fucking terrible, yeah, English, and I speak fluently. Like you guys understand what I say pretty clearly. I think. Like, dude, don't compare me to the Brazilians, man. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Dude, how do I pronounce your name? Dito? Dito? Oh, whoever you are, I'm Brazilian, okay? Okay, do you have the like Brazilian accent that do you sound familiar to fucking Paulo Costa? I don't know, but if you have the Brazilian accent, then okay, I'm tired right now, so this is not the best representation of my accent. But still, doesn't I sound much better when I speak English than you do then? Or like, yeah, the Brazilians. Because in MMA, dude, there's no Brazilian that speaks. Like Oliveira, Aldo, Pereira, many guys doesn't even speak any English, and the people that do, like Costa, speaks terrible English. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. People forget, man. Put your jeans, take mine off me. Oh golly gee, I can't take no more. I'm going weak in my knees. Okay. But yeah, the funny thing, we haven't even talked about like really any of the big. Okay, yeah, we have talked about Usman and DDP a lot, so we have talked about that, but nothing else, man. Okay, that's not true. I'm retarded. We talked to Usman DDP, we talked McGregor Holloway. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet. Conor's gas tank gonna be okay. The thing is, I think there's a kind of a false fact, rumor, whatever. Yeah, of Conor having bad cardio. Listen, he was the featherweight champ, fighting at 145, moved up on short notice, up 2 weight classes to welterweight. Yes, he was very overconfident because he was undefeated in the UFC, hadn't lost in several years, just knocked out Aldo, who had been undefeated for 10 years, knocked him out in 13 seconds, 14 seconds, whatever it was. Went in there against Nate and thought he would do the same to him. But Nate had like the worst style for Conor. He had a shin that couldn't be broken. Conor put all his power, speed, energy in the first round on Nate, dropped him, hurt him, even in like the first minute, 2 minutes of the second round. We all know Conor is fast twitch, and after all that, he started to get hit more and more. He started to get a bit tired, I know. But as I said, he wasn't used to carrying. Dude, he wasn't used to carrying 155, and now he was up at 170. So, listen, I know Conor got tired in the second fight also with Nate. And then he got like a second wind in like the fourth, and they went the full 5 rounds, and Conor won. As I said, Conor is not the welterweight. Nate is a terrible matchup for him. Yeah, like he has long arms, long. I don't know what to say, but like, yeah. Listen, it's a 5 round fight. Conor got tired in the second, third, got the second win. I wouldn't call that terrible cardio. Has Conor ever been like one of the best cardio guys? No. But if we look at his other fights, dude, he went to the 4th round with Khabib, took the 3rd round after being wrestle fucked and dominated in the second. He took the 3rd round from Khabib and went to the 4th round with Khabib. Yeah, like, and of course we don't have. That's basically all the fights we have to show Conor's cardio, isn't it? In the UFC. Yeah, like most fights ended in the 1st or 2nd round for Conor. But I think it's kind of a false premise that he has bad cardio. He doesn't have amazing, one of the best cardios, not at all. But I would never call Conor's cardio bad. Like, it has kind of been overrated. Yeah, no, Conor's cardio has been underrated. That's my point. Dude, he went, in his first boxing match, he went 10 rounds with Floyd. Come on. So his cardio will be fine. And listen, he's older. It's at welterweight. He's bigger now, has put on more muscle. So yeah, his cardio will probably be a bit worse, sure. But the smart thing for Conor should probably be, dude, like, as I said earlier in the stream, push Max up against the cage. Honestly, trip him, try to get him down, try to surprise him with a double leg, surprise him with some knees to the body in the clinch, elbows, even the shoulder like he did to Cerrone. Also, subscribe to Lowbrow MMA content every day. If you hate the Dagestanis, love Conor, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, like the stream. But yeah, so he should probably, like, dude, unload early. Maybe not too much, still be ready for a few rounds, but yeah, I don't think cardio will be the big, like, yeah. I think I have explained it decent. He should be allowed to sniff cocaine in between rounds. I agree. We're gonna find out Saturday night. We're gonna find out Saturday night, baby. I mean, yeah, if Max should suck on his wife's fake tits between rounds, get some endorphins, and Conor should take coke. I would pay for that. Also, Max's wife is hot as fuck. I love fake tits. I love fake tits. Remember when Paulo said, Chimaev, you need to something, motherfucker, I stole everything you work for? I'm confused, but okay. Pull off that clip. What clip? Can I ask the reason why you hate Russian guys? Like, Sweden is close to Russia. Not really. Not really. Like, dude, for an American, it maybe sounds like fucking is close to. No, I wouldn't say it's close. Like, then most of Europe is close to Russia. I don't know, like, what. Dude, we have like nothing in common. Like, we don't have much in common with the Russians. I don't know. Can I ask the reason why you hate Russians? You guys, like, Sweden is close to Russia and military pressure, or only boring daggy guy style? Yeah, listen, I don't hate Russians at all. I don't really think I hate anyone because of the country they come from, their religion. Like, sure, do I look down upon and feel negative about Islam and stuff like that? Of course, because I'm a logical person. But I don't hate Russians. I wouldn't say I hate people from Dagestan, but when you talk MMA, yes, fuck the Dagestanis. They just make the sport worse. So of course. But no, it's not even Russians. Yeah, dude, I love Volkov. Volkov is a beast. Prime Pavlovich was cool. Like, I don't hate Russians. He's been sniffing and drinking, so I won't be surprised if he looks crap, like the way Nate looks. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Also, especially if Conor loses to Max, but even if he beats Max, like, dude, bring in Nate. He wanted to return to the UFC. He wanted to fight Conor sooner or later. So, dude, resign Nate to the UFC so Conor just can beat the piss out of him and finish him. Like, that would be an easy fight for Conor. Like, Nate has always been a punching bag until people, like, slow down or gas. But now he's a punching bag more than ever. Like, Mike Parry didn't look especially good. Nate gassed after like a minute, 2 minutes. Mike gassed after like a round or maybe a minute or two into the second round. So it wasn't like Mike Parry looked, oh, what a great performance. It was a good performance, but it wasn't like Mike Parry looked amazing. Nate was just garbage, trash. Dude, no, what happened with my camera? Hello? Okay. Conor's not, I can promise you guys, Conor will not look crap. I can promise you guys. Conor would, I can guarantee, Conor would not return if he didn't like, if he felt like he was just washed and sucked, he wouldn't return. He at least feels like he's still powerful, still moves well, still pretty fast. Conor still feels like he could beat at least some of the top guys at lightweight, probably even some at welterweight. Conor will look good, but will he look UFC 205 good? Probably not. That's a high bar. And I don't even think he needs to look like 205 Conor to beat Max. Let's also be real. I think Max is also, not prime anymore. Like, many people say that Max prime was when he was featherweight champ. I wouldn't say so. Like, prime isn't determined about only if you win or lose. It's about how you move, how you perform, how you look in the cage. And like Max recent fights, I would say he like just were in his prime. Maybe he's still in his prime, maybe. But prime Max for me is maybe 2023, 24 until recently, like the last few years. Oh, sorry, maybe not even that. You can even say that his prime was when he got whooped by Volk in the trilogy. But that's just how good Volk is. Max, I think the Volk fights, the Volk trilogy, made Max have to improve a lot. And he showed up looking fantastic in the rematch against Volk. Dropped him in round 1 and 2. Many people thought that Max won that fight. He didn't, but maybe many people thought Max won the rematch against Volk. And even after that, beating the dog shit out of Colin Cater, schooling him, having a great technical war with Jair, looking good and technical there. Even then, a win that aged great, beating Allen over 5 rounds, knocking out Zombie, then schooling Gaethje, knocking him out, doing well against Ilya. For most of the fight, beating up Poirier. I know this was past his prime, Dustin, but still beat up Poirier. Just the fact that he had Oliveira on his back for like 5 rounds and didn't get submitted. Good defensive BJJ. Very good defensive BJJ. So yeah, I would say Max Prime has probably been since the Volk fights, or like right after the Volk fights, the last couple of years. But after watching, I even think that he maybe even looked a bit older, not the same anymore against Dustin. Like maybe getting dropped by Gaethje, having to cut down again to 145, getting slept by Ilya. Maybe that did permanent damage. And of course, it didn't look as good against Dustin, I don't think. It's hard to say against. But even in the striking against Oliveira, I didn't feel like he was the same. So yeah, listen, I definitely can say that Max isn't in his prime anymore as well. So this could be a good time for Conor to catch him, absolutely. And he got dropped by Gaethje. Next fight, knocked out by Ilya. Next fight, dropped by Dustin. Next fight, it looked like he got hurt by Oliveira on the feet. So Max anymore, especially at lightweight, doesn't have the featherweight champion chin that Max had, especially not at welterweight against power puncher McGregor, fast twitch, early round, first round, second round McGregor with 10 pounds on him. Dude, trust me, like McGregor can finish Max for sure, man. Yeah, that would be good stuff. Yeah, I only know a single person from Sweden, and she's Lin Berggren. She's hot in prime. I don't know who that is, but maybe she is. Nate was garbage. He can't do it anymore. Yeah, dude. Dude, Ilya said it the best on the interview with Ariel Helwani like a few weeks ago. Nate is a punching bag. He has always been a punching bag, but he never like he just continue like dude, good gas tank, uh, unbreakable shin. If your name isn't fucking yeah, if your name isn't Josh Thompson. um, so yeah, like Nate was like on yeah, you beat up Nate or slapped him up, style on him, was better than him in round one, round two. But then he put the pace on you, finish you, or like, yeah, always been the punching bag. Um, so Chandler must be so pissed, yeah, all the time, dude. Poor Chandler, and now he's gonna get his ass beat on at the one. Listen, he could, you could see that. Okay, Chandler got screwed over, sat out 2 years, lost, the last of his prime or the last of his decent good years. Then he returned the shell of himself, old, got dominated by Oliveira, got finished and bitched out against Paddy. Now on a free fight losing streak. Um, at least he got to be on the White House card. When guys like Colby Covington didn't get to. But he also gonna get like slept, fucked up and finished by Ruffy in front of Trump, in front of the White House, in front of America. So I don't know how thankful he would like. He would probably still do the, I'm gonna pull myself up by the bootstraps. I'm still thankful to fight for my country in front of the White House, in front of the president. But it will still suck. Poor Chandler. Doesn't even have his own kids. I hate Imber because of Kadyrov and Gormish. Yeah, Shemaev is a bitch. He's Kadyrov, yeah, 100%. I think Aldo and Holloway would be the only ones to fight the whole fight standing up with Conor. The others would just take him down and make him tired. Yeah. Listen, this is the longest break by far. By like over double. 5 years since we seen Conor. His longest break from fighting before was just a bit over a year. The May fight, where the fight to the Habib fight was August, right? So 14 months. And then October to January, that's November, December. So 15 months between the Habib and Cerrone fight. But of course, if you're counting between MMA fights, he took 23 months off from Alvarez to Habib. But even that's okay. That's not even 2 years, and now he has been out for 5 years. So listen, we don't know. Like I think I can promise you, Conor will look. He won't look bad. Maybe a bit stiff. Who knows? But he will. Conor will get in there. He will throw if it's body kicks, leg kicks, good boxing as always. He will move decent. I think he will surprise us with a double leg or a trip in the clinch or some crafty veteran moves in the clinch. Who knows? I could even see Conor bringing out something completely new, like a fucking spinning elbow or something. Who knows? But that's the thing. 5 years, we don't know how he will look. We don't know how good his takedown of like Conor always had underrated grappling defense. So we don't know how it will look. We will see. Of course, he won't fight Aldo. Aldo is retired now for the second time, right? And also, also just fought at bantamweight. Conor is at welterweight, so no. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like most people would probably try to shoot on him. Maybe not Gaethje, but it's interesting because he went from karate style to boxing. Yeah, but let's also remember, people talk about the um, like yeah, karate stance, Conor, whatever you want to call it. The um, not even only the stance, but people talk about he went from the you know um, as we saw at featherweight, moving, kind of jumping almost on his feet. Um, but the thing is, we haven't seen that since he fought Aldo. He never did that against Nate. As soon as he moved up in weight, he never um he never actually, I think he didn't do it at all from the Aldo fight until his last fight against Dustin. Didn't he come out a bit jumpy, like classic featherweight Conor, a bit on his feet, boom, spinning heel kick and all that stuff? I think he did, but immediately when he went from featherweight to welterweight, he immediately stood more planted and just threw bombs on Nate. Similar in the rematch, but of course a different game with the leg kicks. Very, I don't know if flat-footed is the word, but like he wasn't jumpy at all against Eddie Alvarez or like that. So it wasn't like he went from the jumping featherweight Conor to Floyd, and then boxing stance against Dustin. Even at featherweight, watch the Dustin fight. He didn't move like that against how we think against that. He just walked Dustin down. That wasn't Conor moving. But of course, I get what you guys mean. The stance in itself, the broad like karate stance, going from that, and then you watch the rematch against Dustin when he focuses more on the boxing. He had great creative boxing, like something we've never seen in MMA before. How he twisted his body and you know you went for the left hand, the straight first, and then boom out with the jab. So the jab almost used as the big weapon. It was very cool, very effective. If he could have mixed that great, incredible boxing with some more like, you can plant your feet and throw those great boxing and surprise Dustin, but mix it up and then switch back to a bit more um, wider stance, move a bit more, throw kicks back, like be prepared to check or get out of the way of the kicks, like switch between that, and then you front kick Dustin, push him up against the cage, and bam, jump back into the weird boxing shit, and bam bam, like I of course know what you mean. It's very sad to see that Conor, and then you saw Conor in the rematch looking, standing like any other fighter, and you're like, what the fuck happened with Conor? But the sad thing about that was he so looked over, or looked past Dustin. He was talking about going to boxing. He was like 100% set on boxing Manny Pacquiao. I never can pronounce that, Manny Pac. He was set on boxing Manny Pacquiao. And I think he even talked about like boxing Floyd again. He talked about a lot of boxing stuff. And then then he got knocked out. So that very sad, very sad. Justin might too, after getting rocked. I can see, dude. You took the words out of my mouth. That was exactly what I thought. Not that Gaethje would just shoot, but that's exactly what I thought. If he gets hurt, then I could definitely see him shoot. But even then, like Gaethje, like when he get hurt, do we like ever see him shoot? Like on Max when he got hurt, did he ever shoot against Max when he got hurt? Like I don't even know if Gaethje would shoot on Conor if he got hurt. I don't know. Nate makes fun of the movement coach. But that guy made Conor great. Movement? Who the fuck? Movement coach? Are you talking about Kavanaugh? Movement coach. When the fuck did Nate make fun of that? In any way, Conor's stance was amazing. Dude, there were so many things about Conor that made him special in his prime, and that helped him beat people. Not only his fight IQ, not only just him being an incredible fighter and well-rounded fighter, but his stance was different. His movement was different. How he threw strikes was a bit different. You know, the kicks out of nowhere, the trash talking before the fight and in the cage. Like, so much about Conor. Shocked people, and people didn't know how to deal with it, and he just blew past everyone. What's up, Melker? What's up, dude? Oh, what the fuck? Vad är du uppe, Melker? Vad fan? Melker, what the fuck are you doing up now? Shouldn't you be asleep, man? Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't even know what you do for work. So maybe you, I don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Dude, I think I'm gonna charge my phone a bit while we stream. But it's fun, dude. It's fun, man. Oh, Jesus. Mr. Low Blow MMA is back. He's active. He's live streaming. Videos. Dude, I'm so tired, but after the stream, I fucking need to... I need to, like... Or I'll do it tomorrow, but I need to start to look and plan for my video or videos if I'm gonna record 2 videos tomorrow. I think I'm gonna talk about McGregor and Habib bitching online. Like, 2 different things, but still. I don't know, maybe I should cover Iliad Poria and Ryan Garcia. You guys could actually tell me, is there anything specific that you would like to see in a video? I don't know if like, Usman and DDP is basically set. Maybe I should wait a week. Or I should just do a video, talk about it now, maybe mix it in with some other things about the Scott Coker's new promotion, or I don't know. Or maybe talk about how Jake Paul would beat the shit out of Nate in MMA. I don't know, man. There's several things I could talk about, but I think I'm gonna, like, mix in 2 topics tomorrow in one video and something else maybe. But you know, as a YouTuber, like, not that I plan as much as many others, but you still need to plan, you know, fix things from X, Twitter, or whatever that I'm gonna use. But we will see. Well, Justin probably wouldn't want to lose so badly to Conor that his coach would scold him for not using wrestling. But dude, Justin, guys, please remind me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever in the UFC have seen Gaethje shoot when he's hurt. I think he maybe shot on. I think he did try to shoot on Eddie Alvarez. I don't know if that was when he was hurt, but it was a moment where he looked hurt or tired, shot in, and Eddie just pushed him away, and Gaethje just, like, did a roll or flip or something, and Eddie, like, kneed him or kicked him in the head or something, I think. Because the thing with Gaethje, if you look at his other fights, for example, against Tony, he wasn't interested on shooting on Tony because Tony was known for his, dangerous ground game with the dart chokes and everything. Of course, he didn't shoot on Habib. Chandler was the one trying to shoot on him. Chandler was like the wrestler in that fight, so he didn't shoot on Chandler. Then, of course, he didn't shoot on Oliveira because the ground game was the big danger there. He fought before he got dropped. I know he shot on Fischer, but I don't know if that was when he was hurt. But as you hear, he has fought. Gates has fought many grapplers and wrestlers, so it's not really in his benefit, even when he's hurt, to shoot. But yeah. Just came home from work. Now it's weekend. Oh, dude, are you not working? You're not working? Du jobbar inte mer tills måndag, eller? Nice, Melker. Nice, dude. I am welding. You're a welder, huh? Welder. A welder is a tradesperson who specializes in fusing materials together, primarily metals and plastics, using high heat and pressure. Dude, Melker, don't melt your finger off, man, okay? Sorry, dude. Dude, are you making... I think we have talked about this before, Melker. But I always forget. But I probably asked you about your money salary before. But are you making good fucking money? Maybe. I don't know. I weld dump trucks for Volvo. Yeah, dude, I've seen you I've seen you posting on Snap on on cars and stuff. Yeah. Okay. But wait, so what do you do? Do you like put cars together, or like do you like melt things together, or do you like? I don't get the okay. I don't get it. I'm confused. Sorry, dude. I'm confused, man. So he would use it at least recover. Conor had a movement coach at 145. That guy helped him with his in and out movement. Nate kept saying Conor in and out movement guy were playing touch spot. How have I never heard that before? First of all, I haven't heard about his movement coach, and I haven't heard that comment from Nate, but that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, whoever that guy is, the movement guy, great job, because he made Conor fight incredible. Yeah, okay, Melker, we can if you wanna tell me more specifics about your money situation, we could do that on Snap later. If you want to do it more private, maybe you don't even want to tell it to me in private, and it's fine. But I'm always interested to hear about people's salary and money situation. I'm currently making $0 fucking dollars. So if you want to support this channel and make it grow until I can make some money sooner or later, please like the stream. Please subscribe. Check out. Yeah, I have loads of videos. So check it out, man. See if you enjoy anything. Support the channel if you want to. Because currently, $0. $0. I understand, but it would be foolish for Justin to just cover up and fire back against a striker like Conor, who got tired from being taken down. Dude, I agree. First of all, Gates just been saying several times that wrestling is very tiring. So there's a reason why he doesn't just shoot and shoot. I mean, he has a wrestling background. But what was I thinking? Dude, I'm not used to talk for this long. I've been talking for. It's fucking crazy when you live stream and talk to a chat. It's basically like I'm talking to myself for 2 hours. Of course, I'm not. I'm reading the chat. We have a conversation, basically. But I'm only hearing myself talk for 2 hours. You get pretty retarded, but it's fine. Anyway, I agree. You should, dude. When you're hurt, you should depending what your skills are, try to clinch up, or if you like, yeah, try to shoot for a takedown, or dude, something that we see all the time in the MMA that's so retarded. So many wrestlers try to feel it out on the feet before shooting, so they can like surprise the wrestler and not shoot immediately and get fucking need in the head, like a Masvidal versus Ben Askren. So we see so many wrestlers or grapplers in the first round feel it out on the feet, get hurt or dropped, and then when they are hurt, they panic shoot, it doesn't work, and they get finished. How many times haven't we seen that? So like, dude, shoot. That's the thing with Gates. You fucking shoot in the first. Dustin had a perfect game plan against Conor in the rematch. Perfect game plan. Shot early, held him up, made him clinch up for 2 minutes or something. And all time you take off from Conor, just being able to stand in the middle of the cage and throw bombs, the better it is, because Conor is the most explosive early. So if you can tire out those shoulders, make him work some grappling, clinching, perfect game plan, and then smash that leg like no one had done before with those calf kicks. So Gaethje could try something similar, but I don't think he will. Like, Gaethje hates McGregor, so I think he would. I mean, he always strikes, so it wouldn't even be much difference. But especially with Conor, I think he would wanna. I think Gaethje would wanna try to make a fucking statement and walk Conor down, do some leg kicks, but just like he did with Paddy, walk him down and throw bombs. Maybe show some more respect than he did to Paddy, but just throw fucking bombs and try to just knock out Conor, and not even think about the grappling. I think that would be more of Gage's mindset, honestly. Subscribe to Lowbro MMA, content every day. If you hate the Dagestanis, if you love Conor, this is the channel for you. Content every day, content every day. If I'm not crazy, he shot one time against Fiziev. I think he shot against Fiziev in both fights. Let's remember he fought Fiziev twice. Yeah, he definitely shot against Fiziev. I think in both fights. But I don't think that was when he was. Maybe he had showed good poker face, but I don't think it was when he was tired. I melt metal and add metal into the melted. I melt metal. I melt metal and add metal into the melted bottle. Huh. Dude, don't you get hot as fuck? Like, isn't it hot, sweaty? Especially now in the summer. But yeah, man. Jesus. Have anyone watched the new Avatar Last Airbender Season 2 live action trailer that dropped like 9 hours ago? I haven't watched it, but I need to check it out. I don't know why YouTube didn't recommend it to me, but they didn't. So I need to check it out. Dude, Melke, I could fucking imagine. That should be so hot. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. It's all for the money. All for the money. I just want the money, money, money. Money, money, money. And the money perfect. Okay, let's see here. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, guys, thank you so fucking much. I don't know who has subscribed. I got the fucking 4 subs during this stream. Let's fucking go. We're up to 468 subs. We're closing in on 500 subs. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much. Amazing. Dude, my latest video is slowly getting into 500 views. Guys, check out my video. What is the name of it? My fourth last video. Laughing at Shemaya fans. Good video. People seem to like it. Close to hitting 1,000 views. So check that out now or after the stream, up to you. But good. Nice to see people wanna join the channel. This is what we like, man. Nice. Good. Good. I just wanted to check that out. True. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go. Long live Mech Warrior. Match Warrior. Yeah, man. Melker, what's like, okay, anyone in chat could tell me, but I'm especially asking Melker, but anyone can tell me, what fight are you most looking forward to? Like coming up this summer, we have McGregor Max, Paddy Benoit Saint-Denis, Usman DDP is basically confirmed. It seems to be Islam versus Ian Gary. Could be Islam Prates, but it seems like Gary Islam. So guys, what are you most excited for? I mean, dude, this summer gonna be generational. Are we starting to count summer in May? Because then we include this summer, this far, if we include May. We had Sal killed, Sleepen was Sleeper Dariush in the first round, Cinema. Prates had a performance of a lifetime, beating the shit out of poor JDM. We had fucking legendary UFC 328 with Amosov, great performance against Joel Alvarez. We have Green, great performance over Stevens. Brady, Buckley, Volkov, Joshua Van, Tyra, sick fight. Strickland beat Shemaev. Allen just had amazing performance. Don't forget about Arnold Allen. He just beat Melquisel Costa. Sick performance. Next weekend we have Song Yadong versus Davison Figueiredo. Xiang Ming Yang is back. Sergey Pavlovich is back. Kaya Sakura is back. Let's take a break there and see what people say. Good. Hot take. Probably Manel Cap versus Van. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but that's not gonna happen this summer, I don't think. Cap Horiguchi. Oh, sorry, dude. That's definitely not gonna happen. It depends. Do you count September or something? No. The main event of a fight night on June 20th, 20th of June, is Manel Cap versus Koji Horiguchi. Of course, a rematch from Ryzen. That's going to be a great fight. I can't wait for that. Dude, I like both guys. Fuck. I don't want anyone to lose, but yeah. Let's go Cap. But Cap Horiguchi will be sick, hopefully, or an early finish from Cap, like he slept Royval. But, yeah, Joshua Van wants to be active. So, let's say he fought in May. Okay, dude, he's not gonna fight. Dude, he's gonna fight earliest August. But that's only 3 months. No, dude, he's probably back earliest September, Van. July or... Okay, if Van is back in September, then the winner of Cap and Horiguchi... No, dude, I'm fucking retarded. Pantoja and Van is next. I'm fucking retarded. So no, earliest September, then we're probably gonna see Joshua Van versus Alexandre Pantoja. And that's a great fight. Who's the real flyweight champion? But Manel Cap, dude, Manel Cap should have... Dude, My leg Cap should 1000% have gotten the title shot over Tatsuro Taira. 100%. Dude, he was on a 3-fight winning streak, I believe. And he slept Brandon Royval in 1 round. Incredible win, good name, and how he did it. 10 out of 10. While Tatsuro Taira he beat Brandon Moreno, but lower ranked guy, didn't beat him as good, and Royval just beat Moreno. So like in every way you look at it, on on the win streak Cap was on, the guy he beat, how he beat him, you know what I mean? Where he was in the like everything should point to Cap fighting Van in April, which of course became May fight for the flyweight title. But for some reason, Tatsuro Taira got it. I don't agree with it, but it is ways. I want to see how Peter Yan improves too. Dude, I don't know if Peter Yan can improve much. Dude, he just improved so much through the last few fights. He just destroyed fucking Merab. He has improved so much. He's so elite. So high level. I don't think Yan needs to improve much. He can probably beat everyone. Umar, he would beat the shit out of. Merab, he already beat the shit out of. O'Malley maybe is his hardest fight in the division. Maybe. Could O'Malley beat him? Probably, but Yan is improved. Yan probably should beat him. You could argue he beat him the first time. Controversial decision. Guys, do you know a fight I want to see? Talk about, champion versus champion. Sure, Yan would probably be too small. I don't know. I would love to see Peter Yan versus Alexander Volkanovski. To see what happens. Maybe Volk is too big, big man strength, could beat guys at lightweight. Maybe you could just take down Peter Yan. Would it be a repeat of Shevchenko versus Weili? I don't think so. I would want to see it. Striking fight, amazing fight. Could be one-sided from Volk. I don't know. Holloway would destroy Conor Wright. Sorry. Holloway would destroy Conor Wright. Melker, I don't think so. Even if Max wins, which logically he probably will, I don't think it will be like domination, destruction. I even can see Conor win, man. Dude, like he did against Cerrone, fucking go for the left hand immediately. If Max gets away from it, get in the clinch. Dude, it's at welterweight. Conor will have 10 pounds at least of muscle and stuff on Max. If he can do anything in the fight, he should definitely be able to push Max up against the cage. Use the shoulder as he did against Cerrone. Shoulder to the face. Use some elbows, knees to the body. Dude, try to fucking trip Max. Double leg him. Mix him some new stuff. Maybe a spinning elbow. I don't know. Dude, be crafty. Be surprising. Unexpected. This is a must win for Conor more than ever. Do fucking put up the best game plan of your life, Conor, dude. I think. And even if he loses, I think Conor will surprise people how he looks early on. Moves pretty good. Hits Max with some good clean shots. And then Max, sure, maybe takes over the more the fight goes on, and maybe finishes Conor in second, third, or later, who knows. But I don't think at all Max will run through Conor. I don't think so. I can't. I love Conor. I can't. Darn, I want to see Cap versus Van immediately. Didn't you know about the Cap Horiguchi fight? Is that what you mean? He can improve with the way he sets up his strikes. I mean, everyone can improve, but let's be honest. Jan has improved so much. He's one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He's so well rounded. His striking is elite. He's so good at reading his opponents in round 1 and round 2 and starting to beat the shit out of them. Like, Jan is so good. Of course, he can improve. Everyone can improve, but he has already shown how much he has improved since since the first fight with Merab. So for the rest of Jan's career, I don't see it much being improving much. Just he's probably in his prime right now. Try to keep that as long as you can, and try to cement yourself as the bantamweight GOAT. I would rather the hate triangle of what the fuck are you talking about? I would rather the hate triangle of Jan, O'Malley, and Merab. I don't mind those three guys competing for the title back to back. They're really exciting. I will completely disagree with Merab being exciting. I don't know if I have watched a single Merab fight that I've been thinking is exciting, except Jan beating the shit out of him. I didn't think Umar and Merab was exciting. That was just two inbreds scrapping. Neither Umar or Merab looked good on the feet. Merab still isn't good on the feet. He throws bombs. Good on him. Yeah, I haven't watched a single Merab fight where whoa, no. I hate Merab. I hate his fighting style. Sorry, you need to do something more than just throwing hands like you never trained. You need to do more than what Merab does on the feet for me to go whoa. Sorry, dude. All don't like each other and very competitive. I mean, O'Malley and Merab doesn't. I don't even think they dislike each other or hate each other. They seem pretty friendly. So honestly, I I just want Jan to absolutely destroy Merab, and send him away for good. Then O'Malley and Jan can rematch for the belt. That would be amazing. Maybe if Jan beats the shit out of Merab, so he's a shell of himself, and he's older, and then O'Malley can get a stoppage knockout win over an old Merab, and still say he beat him. That would be good. Fuck Merab. Listen, I respect your opinion. I have no problem with your opinion. Ugh. I just don't. People were talking about Umar and Merab. Oh, what an exciting fight. I didn't feel it, man. I didn't feel it. I actually think, dude, I've been streaming for way longer than I usually do. Over 2 hours. Oh my word. Looks like you're even maybe the only guy here. Crazy. So I'm gonna end the stream here. For anyone that's here, subscribe to the channel. Content every day. Like, do all the good stuff. Check out my latest video. Lot of video late. I can't even speak. Lots of videos lately on the channel. Yeah, dude. Thank you, bro. Long live Mitch Warrior. Thank you for the chat, bro. Love the chatting in the content. That's what. Yeah, people chatting in the comments. That's what helps the channel, helps the live stream, keeps the stream be alive. So yeah, good for the algorithm. But yeah, dude, I don't know what time it is in your country or where you are. For me, it's late as fuck, so I should sleep. But Maybe I should prepare a bit for the videos tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. Do I have the energy to post a YouTube short? Maybe. Should I? What is the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, should I hustle that much? Maybe. We'll see. Peace, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. Peace.